Hi, this is part 2 on our video with console application, and we are here to review the codes we have written. First, let me give you how a program flows. Mostly, it begins from the top to the bottom as shown on the screen. It begins executing commands line by line, and for some reason, you may need to jump to another command which I will discuss on later videos. Program may also need to call another set of commands as shown in the screen but still follow the same pattern of executing the program. Then after finishing the set of commands on another file, it will eventually return to its calling command. The basic framework for all console applications starts as shown in the screen. The program starts executing right after the statement containing main and ends at the curly braces following main. You find the explanation for these statements in due course, just know that they work as they should for now. The list using directives can come immediately before or immediately after the phrase namespace program. The order doesn't matter. You can apply using to lots of things in .NET. You find explanation for namespaces and using in the object-oriented programming chapters in later videos. The template has lots of lines and the example code adds several other lines such as the following. C# ignores the first line in this example. This line is known as comment. Any line that begins with double slash is free text and C# ignores it. Then you may ask, why include lines if the computer ignores them? This is because comment explains your C# statements. A program, even in C#, isn't easy to understand. A programming language is a compromise between what computers understand and what humans understand. These comments are useful while you write the code, and they're especially helpful to the poor sap, possibly you who tries to recreate your logic a year later. Comments make the job much easier. Comment early and often. The real core of this program is embedded within the block of the code marked with main. The program begins executing with the first C# statement, console write line, enter your name, please. This command writes the character string, enter your name, please, to the console. The next statement reads in the user's answer and stores it in a variable. The variable in this line is name. Note that variable is like a workbox or a storage, and this will be explained in future videos. The last line combines the string hello with the user's name and outputs the result to the console. The final three lines cause the computer to wait for the user to press enter before proceeding. These lines ensure that the user has time to read the output before the program continues. This step can be important depending on how you execute the program and depending on the environment. In particular, running your console app inside Visual Studio or from Windows Explorer makes the preceding lines necessary. Otherwise, the console window closes so fast you can't read the output. If you open a console window and run the program from there, the window stays open regardless. That's why we need to put this last line read so that our application will wait for our signal to close the app. I'll just discuss a little bit on the Solution Explorer is like an index or a directory of your program. This tab shows all data or all files that you are working in your application. I'll introduce a toolbox trick that you can use on your application. If, for example, you want to use the following lines on some part of your program. You can highlight the text and drag this to the toolbox. And if toolbox is not present, click View, press Toolbox. Just be sure to click the pin. And after highlighting these two lines, you can drag this to the general section, and as you can see, our line is saved in our project. You can use this line by just clicking and dragging to our editor. As you can see, it is easier for us to maintain codes and reuse certain code blocks in our application. That's all for this session, and for the next video, we will discuss variables. If you like my video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.